Hi, Allie Johnson here with Smart Move Real Estate in Edmond, Oklahoma. I'm reading the Oklahoma Real Estate Contract. This is page 5 of 6. I'm reading as you are consuming YouTube audio or some other audio playlist. And I'm just going to read straight off the page and assume you are listening instead of watching this. So it starts with property address at the top. And then we have two items from this previous subheading, number 11, taxes, assessments, and prorations. Item E is if the property is subject to a mandatory homeowners association, dues and assessments, if any, based on most recent assessment, shall be prorated through the date of closing. And F, all governmental and municipal special assessments against the property, matured or not matured, not to include homeowners association special assessments, whether or not payable in installments, shall be paid in full by seller at closing. Number 12, residential service agreement. Check 1. A. The property shall not be covered by a residential service agreement. B. Seller currently has a residential service agreement in effect on the property. Seller at seller's expense shall transfer the agreement with a 1-year coverage to the buyer at closing. C. Property shall be covered by a residential service agreement selected by buyer at an approximate cost of blank dollars. Seller agrees to pay blank dollars and buyer agrees to pay the balance. The seller and buyer acknowledge that the real estate brokers may receive a fee for services provided in connection with the residential service agreement. Buyer acknowledges that a residential service agreement does not replace or substitute property inspection rights. Number 13, additional provisions. There's 4 blank lines for you to fill in with the text that you would like. Number 14, mediation. Any dispute arising with respect to the contract shall first be submitted to a dispute resolution mediation system servicing the area in which the property is located. Any settlement agreement shall be binding. In the event an agreement is not reached, the parties may pursue legal remedies as provided in the contract. 15. Breach and failure to close. Seller or buyer shall be in breach of this contract if either fails to comply with any material covenant, agreement, or obligation within the time limits required by this contract. Time is of the essence in this contract. A. Upon breach by seller, if the buyer performs all of the obligations by buyer and seller fails to convey title or fails to perform any other obligations of the seller under this contract, then buyer shall be entitled to either cancel and terminate this contract, return the abstract to seller and receive a refund of the earnest money, or pursue any other remedy available at law or in equity, including specific performance. B. Upon breach by buyer. If at any time prior to closing the buyer's earnest money should fail for lack of delivery or lack of collection pursuant to paragraph 2, then seller may, at seller's option, elect to do one of the following. 1. Cancel and terminate the contract upon delivery of notice of termination to buyer. 2. Pursue any other remedy available at law or in equity. Or 3. Enter into a written agreement between buyer and seller modifying the terms of paragraph 2 to cure the lack of delivery or lack of collection of the earnest money. If, after the seller has performed seller's obligation under this contract and buyer fails to provide funding or fails to perform any other obligations of the buyer under this contract, then the seller may, at the seller's option, cancel and terminate this contract and retain all sums paid by the buyer, but not to exceed 5% of the purchase price as liquidated damages, or pursue any other remedy available at law or in equity, including specific performance. Number 16, incurred expenses and release of earnest money. A. Incurred expenses. Buyer and seller agree that any expense incurred on their behalf shall be paid by the party incurring such expense and shall not be paid from the earnest money. B. Release of earnest money. In the event a dispute arises prior to the release of earnest money held in escrow, the escrow holder shall retain the said earnest money until one of the following occur. Number 1, a written release is executed by buyer and seller agreeing to its disbursement. 2, an agreement of disbursement is reached through mediation. 3, interpleader or legal action is filed, at which time the earnest money shall be deposited with the court clerk, or Number 4, The passage of 30 days from the date of the final termination of the contract has occurred and options 1, 2, or 3 above have not been exercised. Broker escrow holder at broker's discretion may disburse earnest money. Such disbursement may be made only after 15 days written notice to buyer and seller at their last known address stating the escrow holder's proposed disbursement. Number 17, delivery of acceptance of offer or counteroffer. The buyer and seller authorize their respective brokers, if applicable, to receive delivery of an accepted offer or counteroffer and any related addenda and/or documents. This is the end of page 5 of 6 of the OREC residential sale contract, last modified on January 2019.